OKFM 101.7.
The standing orders and what it says. When I speak at council, on the basis of the proposition of your marking at the better one, it means that there is a division. And where there is a division, you need to put it to a vote by way of head count. But before then, I say among clear the floor of Parliament of non-MPs. Now, as I say, for the Minister can operate in Fiho. Bakwame. Na emuna MPs no be zokaso. Second operate akodia. Enye Wopakojo.
Me bo. Ayi onunya for kenoforiata no. Ono no menim se budget se ebeji atum se anyintum no. Se minister no wo ho. Bia first time me hu bi nie ana bia pa na pa mani so.
No. Say one say maybe I don't know standing order because you want to do head count.
And
you don't want to confuse the issues because you want to know the people there for the purpose of the vote.
Okay.
For the purpose of the vote. As at that time, now on your MP. In the speaker on that basis, no, or exclusive or more. In the MP say, can operate a fifth floor no dear. And they will publish don't say into chair.
So, you can operate free one was at the instance of the
standing orders.
Per the standing orders.
Per the standing orders.
But there was an argument to say. Wafakojo asiedu. Baby I know what say no need the
public gallery.
So account.
He was not on the floor. That's the public gallery is not part of the floor of Parliament. And every MP knows it. So we were public gallery is not on the floor. Business is done on the floor, not the public gallery. Into that issue, no, every year is very way. So eventually, based on that, MPs, no can say, the public gallery or and the among working out. More SAG workout. We are saying there are parliamentary democracy, workout, and all of those things are normal things that are done with our parliamentary process. Like I'm not saying, they are normal things that are done with the parliamentary process. So it is nothing strange. In our almost SAG workout.
But I'm work out in protest of what?
Say, Ofakojo, it's a public gallery.
Now what about day?
Exactly. But you see, the whole idea is that
would him say yeah better speak about of the board the same game. Hey, oh, David.
You see, I would name my elephant cry malaria. Someone getting out of the room because no man will say malaria is there.
But I said no, but why are you?
Exactly. We're mobilizing 137. But I would say, for person now ensure say, if there is a voter, the entire 137 will be recorded. Okay, I said the last time, Kalotahim Pranyomana or ye, you know, the repeat of that again.
You are no crano, aye. When him said Ghana, now saying Tokyo Olympics Games, or man Fananko, be a me apartment, Frebrasa brother. Nipa town, sir. Go to me,
Japanese for no Anthony record, no, which will say, yeah, O2 or which me. I allow some ballot papers being now. This answer, but on the lighter note. But Kwame, the most important thing in the say, on this basis, no, Omoko Yena speaker say they should halt proceedings for 5 minutes. Maybe cool heads will prevail on the back. Oma Mabiu. But remember, say the register of the house has already recorded them as present. So it has recorded them. So the official record of Parliament should say those MPs were present. Because almost the so-called walkout, it is not officially recorded. So the record of the House should say they were present. And so the vote was taken. One, Sir Minister Eni Mukwai, Sir Obekasero Asino Kwakwe consultation. Jumuye na Speaker, let's put in the second vote as to the budget approval or disapproval. Overwhelmingly, the 137 MPs on the side of the minority group, FOD says the budget as currently constituted. So with the budget now, then rejected. And Parliament rejected it to the glory of God. But this son of the majority group, for my issue press statement, I can say, Sebio, the disapproval and our rejection is unconstitutional because it offends Article 104 of the 1992 Constitution. But I mean, it's important here to interrogate what is in that Article 104. The can say at least they should have half of the MPs, present and voting. And at the record, the register, the MPs will be about file or record. Said you Oko board meeting, the number of persons attending the board meeting so much short. The record, the official record should say MPP MPs were present on the floor of the House, except someone decided on their own accord to stage a walkout. Now, when you have an opportunity and you decide to waste that opportunity, you cannot turn around and say, wow, waving away, or right, But be easy that to say, it's an unconstitutional conduct. Because if you allow that to happen, people will use walkout to obstruct the business of Parliament. So, per their own conduct, they will not even be here to suggest, the number of persons present and voting, and yet more than half of the number of parliamentary or MPs that is required. But you see, Brother Kwame said in all of this, President Anado Dankwa Akufo-Addo, any MPP members, yes.
But idea baako a ɛyɛ me wan say.
Yes,
normally budgets ahodoɔ a yɛ ana aban ahodoɔ present every year. Ebi abahu nneɛma bi wɔ mu a ebi a we nu minority ni wɔn nya adwene, we say majority ni wɔn nya adwene. Saa na yɛ na
what you do is that you build a consensus outside the house.
Na ɛno I don't know me nkoso. Me problem no.
No, it's because of the the arrogance.
Because knowing very well, say, 137.
Exactly. Arrogance. Can you imagine, the previous time?
Okay, you say, say, 138, 137. And this way?
No. As of yesterday, now the MPP MPs, there was shortage. So now, almost a situation almost delay you afraid the filibustering.
You say
filibustering.
Okay.
In parliamentary proceedings. The business of the day and muscle. Now, yeah, argument, now debate now, you know, now only how.
Who you sue Kumase Abbas Park referee bi o ne tatis. Ball no ye bokona na huri she huri kwaso no wo tie bom. Go was no free kick.
One will say sometimes football game cry. We move na aka 5 minutes. Goalkeeper achi ball now.
Wada was we pira.
Yes, on now.
Asa referee ni the only the oil. What's the goal no? No baba adan was jumping high. No say jumping high ball must there be any ball mo ba de wo si huri ye no. Wo si ka wa hwe ya ka na mu bebu. O na mu amu umini wo maame nse da niska jumping high ye monko.
Now the whole strategy is say employ the tool of filibustering. Sir, the actual vote on the budget and muscle. No man has time to mobilize the numbers so that the budget statement can be taken. So, it's a minority bonus who say no and go for only numbers. It's a men are canning, taking voting. It's almost unknown to know. Young speeding workers were MYN. It's a strategy use the failure. Now, market ended before be complaining about Speaker Bagby. To be fair, and Speaker Bagby was so accommodating. First of all, time and Parliament started. Proceedings a delay exists to allow Kennedy Paul, Amwakwanta, and others to come. They were not in the jurisdiction. The delay to almost 3, getting to 3 p.m. At a point, they went to Speaker, some of a 30 minutes delay. It took almost 2 hours because still, now Kennedy Paul, every day. Speaker made all these concessions in order to say they'll mobilize the numbers to come and do whatever they will do. Notwithstanding all these things, there was still shortage on their side. John we are saying their side who obstruct proceedings and ensure the vote doesn't happen at all. You can't do that. Actually, almost their cause of my friend or my Katie Hammer, also their cause unconstitutional and blah 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 blah. The senior me in his heart of hearts. So, and they were deploying the tool of filibustering now. I feel NPP members, as we say, the leadership of the majority group in Parliament failed, almost started in a failure. As it stands now, the budget, the Woody budget, it stands rejected. Now, Matisa Omokase Tuesday, they will come and overturn. So, Mr. Speaker, a chicken, I could buy for medical reviews.
Okay.
Until Tuesday, assuming there, Miami Senior, your wife, and a Siama, Empress idea. Now, all the votes number or the motion bar. MP said your wife a bar will be left with 136. And a Siama come.
By then, the you know, a Siama or now.
No, Seneca may give you the analysis.
Okay.
A Siama Empress idea. MPP will have 137. NDC will have 137.
Okay.
Standing order 109, clause 2, say where there is a tie, the speaker presiding does not have a casting vote. Okay, only casting vote. So we will casting vote. Say a tie or no need to decide which side to go. But when you say your wife is presiding, he loses his power to vote. So it will become 137. Per the standing order 109. So there 137 per the rules no, that motion stands defeated. So there is no way for them. It's a closed chapter. Say a Siama idea, it will be 137. So you watch a idea, about 136 plus independence, again 137, and the vote will be deemed lost. They know this. So why are they deceiving their supporters?
Now, whereby it will not be put to vote. Name as many as that approve it to say I. When we are here, say, okay, I have it.
The standing order allows persons who disagree with the voice vote to challenge it. And once it is challenged, it is deemed that there is a division. Like
to say the enra afenyoma kenye bi no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So either way, the budget is gone. Now, when the yakra, yet your debt obligations, for like interest and your debt, public debt and others. Those investors, who say this your budget, they are not interested in whether your budget has been rejected or not. So before long, we say the confidence that investors have over economy no crown a beco. So if there's anything that they can do, they should immediately redraft a new budget, present it to Parliament ASAP, take out the Baumia tax, year new fee.
okayfm
Taxes now, Ghana for so you take it out, then you come back, possibly for an urgent debate on it. But why almost fast, they will come to Parliament, they will come and overturn, they will do this. You don't have the numbers, so don't play numbers game. You lose. Esiama presided on Tuesday. Seven, you'll be left with 137, and your magic. Say 137 now. The rule says the motion is deemed lost. Say the wife's idea about 137. So in terms of tactics, strategies, Chairman Sabunsu and the majority leadership failed Akufo-Addo and MPP members yesterday. There was no point with the strategy of thinking to work out. Whoever brought out the workout strategy, it was incompetently done. And that's why when we said the strange thing, when we said Liman, 1979 budget.
What in Nipa? Ansan one to Sabano. Your friend honorable Kwakuba. Na Kwakuba de Kwakwa ya to.
Now that's how what did we say in that conversation? Someone we cannot come for Yata, Dr. James Furiata.
Yeah.
Only the engine for the growth.
Wow.
Yes. Only moving the motion to reject the Liman budget.
Hey.
We will see.
Me guy.
Because at that time, now the finance minister was Amonikwe. Okay,
wow.
Amonikwe. It's only this budget not by here for Liman. The late Dr. Jones Ofuriata, former lecturer, Department of Economics, University of Ghana. Now, the ranking on finance, the then spokesperson on finance, only the motion for Liman's budget to be rejected. The global media is it karma at play? And then the Baba finance minister, budget on before Parliament. Any are rejecting. And remember,
Shakespeare.
in the entire Fourth Republic, this is the first time I have rejected budget.
And Shakespeare can say, "Be was it the evil that men do, least after them."
I said that they will do Caesar.
Aye.
I say French Romans. My country is in treaty. I say French Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I've come to bury Caesar, not to praise Caesar. The evil that men do, live after them. The good is often in terms with their own. People go through that said Caesar was ambitious.
If that's so,
it was a grievous fault. And Caesar answered it. The unique history about that way in 79, Minister Kenneth Oriata Baba, a movie, a motion for demand budget presented by Minister Amends Liquid to be rejected, and it was rejected. From 79, everything left. President BM1 the budget they are rejected before 8 years, more than 8 years. 8 years of Mills Mahama. This is the first time, in fact, for the Fourth Republic right here, this is the first time you are presented by the on the floor, you are rejected. And history will record it as that. Let our friends in the NPP, it's a humble path. Revise the budget. And I mean, Nyami Senior, Honorable Kingsley Nyako, Kwadaso, Yoko should be, essentially. Don't risk this budget. Revise it, take it back, revise it, and present it again. No.
Hey, Lori. Yeah, no one not kind of work up as well. Yeah, we broke a person meeting leadership. And now, speak, I'm on a quite.
Also, a federal consultation. What will revise here? Who take it? That Balmian tax now, about the Ghana floor. And you see, that tax means the reason why you do consultation and less arrogance in the say, when you say, Momo tax here on the parliament, even what and what will be tax grammar, woman count. They just want an approval and now go and decide how it should be done. So no consultation whatsoever. Association of bankers, which of bank transactions will be affected. That's what I mean. And you know the strange thing. Look at these two scenarios. We know everywhere supermarket are. Now we decided that we here with fiscal cash, you not pay tax. Maybe decided that meet here with Momo, you deduct tax from me. Why do you do that? So it is even now.
But given the situation, say Ghana ha. Ni pay tax and do one are concentrated in Accra. This time, no, you fa kwan be suit to roping everybody. And can you a laudable idea?
Black woman, baby, I will wait. Meaning, go your year, baby. But you can form work, Marcy.
Hey, one mammy, I'm going I saw my maker an opinion. I don't like Christmas.
Black woman. Bronya ya ebe.
Hey.
Ya fo ewu kumase.
Katuya npo yese.
Ya ba be so wofa. Na onzo de uni ama nzo mo dos nti. Nfanso bi three. Obi aba be so wofa kwame. Ni na ya se na akọ VIP. No akọ discard ya se envelope mu dia momo. Na na so use momo. Now the mom 200. We are sending your money a year. Now, buying say, may take certificate every summer. Is that the kind of taxation that we want? So it doesn't make sense. And there was no consultation on it. No consultation whatsoever. I think I would say, what presented budget next year, no, the amount of opportunity to go and consult. It doesn't happen that way. They should eat their humble pie. Go write a new budget, present it, and the good people of Ghana together with the minority. In any case, minorities win. From 2017, they have always supported the budget presented by Kenoforiata. Omunyi Sebio, a Japano, a Jaboni Sebi. Omobese, collateralize gold royalties. Omunyi people. And then they can come back. Then we can have a decent conversation.
Mebo, na me tie say, you think you get too more. Nankas those sanyema we the devil is in the details. Na omo discuss or committee level ni ade ade na parliament ato swaba. E na ebi no say ya nya to me and we January enti change my forecast.
Black family. Your DBI friend appropriation on account. And the minister knows it. Appropriation on account. He knows what to do. It's more being usually in Okra as a basis. You can appropriate on account, and there's a way to do it. And he knows it. They should just do the needful. Revise the budget. Take those obnoxious taxes out. Because the hardship on Ghanaians is also. Nah, yes. And you see, Black family, between you and I, your man paying is not willing to cut down on wasteful expenditure. You can say, Black family, you know what I say? Plane, AC, tarmac, private jet will be private jet to carry the president to Atlanta and bring your presidential jet. Now, say you for umutia taxes. But
law. And I know
what's your budget now?
Law, my main clear idea be wa. Okay. And I know any honorable Brian Champo din kobo. O seti bibi say. Sa jet na ye wono, ye de no. One or correct idea be say jet ni soldier for dia. And the president in you
the commander-in-chief of the Ghana forces here.
The president.
Okay.
After secondly, was say, Sergeant, a chairman of ECOWAS, what to be the small man penny be say koye bibi, and no interest the rent home to be who don't say the rent and
cleaner said, then I would do small so.
After was it three? Play no, sa play no, Akosran, and a year 20,000 feet. Now the minimum 13.
Nana to Dango Bupado, and they call Uganda and make a count. May I have this sheet, may I?
Only at once.
Or they call Uganda, or yes, 6 hours, they call Uganda. You were almost 7 in inauguration. For her to London, and yes, 6 hours.
Aye, 6 hours. South Africa 7 hours nika crap.
Near me senior Bana Champo. Now when we say private jet we cry, wako rent here, you have $14,000 per hour. No. When we say engineering year long journey, stop it to refuel, just as your presidential jet. So what is the point? Near me senior Bana Champo, only point is here. Maybe or convey to but the most important thing is the background. In the budget statement, minister can say we should do what we call burden sharing. Like fakakra, non fakakra. Now, say Kobase, what we are mapping if you run, the papa. Who say, I'm a fra or you, and I agree there, and your mama, your dear mouth. Na yen tighten your belt. I said, my friend, sorry. No more say, Papa. Trousers say I will share grab belt. Who in you want? On my father, I will come serious. You are asking us to tighten our belt because things are difficult. Meanwhile, who need belt who cry? Who show any sign cry say you want to share the burden with us? The same opulence, luxury, and one and wood. It is an and yet the maximum for say or may agree. Every peer you need no man before Kasa. Almost now say or man penny the free SHS. But I mean, now many Ukrainian. The overall cost of free SHS is a little over 7 billion Ghana cedis. What do we say? Oil and oil. Ayenyan will jubilee sankofa field. Sika edia bre nanado dan kwekufado ene baomia amamwe. Eye over $3 billion. Over $3 billion. Aban bia enya says sika in oil except the Akufo-Addo government. Before President Mahama Benziabem or the ESNA by 2015, then the amendment before can say nuisance taxes. Aban buying ESNA kwamo 15 billion Ghana cedis. Media me can my book figure no, so that you can challenge me on it. Yeah, can say Bakwame. In 8 years, Mills, Mahama, and Misata, or Mama, 8 years. Sika eba the whole government, taxes, grants, loans, udi na bumwa, and 247 billion Ghana cedis. 247 billion Ghana cedis. Brakwa menu say in 4 or 5 years of Akufo-Addo Bawumia Amamwe, taxes in kwa or maje taxes so cocoa, timber, nina any revenue or manya now or mamuha. 221 billion. 221 billion. Now so with the Bosnia loans at the Kanwa, nina koye a little over 400 billion. Twice that Bills Mahama and Misata Enyaye in 8 years. Say Bible ka. Was it to whom much is given, much is expected. Sikaya yediama wina. Now when there's I system in this whole conversation, the minister, somebody here now is in hurry to go and borrow. The strange thing they say, Minister Kanoforiata, or no any company, data bank, a transaction advisor, a man. There is a certain percentage of Utiama on a company that is the beneficial owner. So the appetite for borrowing, has a personal motivation because any time they borrow, and his data bank advises him, he pays him, or he pays his bank, or his data bank. So, the motivation to borrow, is clear. Why should Timemufo Ebesafa over this? So, there is enough reason that will be rally around Sebu, the minority. If would you seek out the year free education, I won't have a problem with it because you are investing in education. It's not obiabe benefiting. But of all the money you borrowed, the money that had gone into free SHS from September 2017 to date is a little over 7 billion. Taxes in Kwawanya or Mamuha within this period is 221 billion. Into the 7 billion in fee. Abeka saying. The whole Greater Accra, Yeka saying, Nana, won't start one hospital project, one complete your commission, Gabi. Ashanti region, won't start one hospital project, one complete. Eastern region, won't start one hospital project, incomplete. The last time I worked at saw 2020, Okayfm, so we'll be seeing regional hospital. Yeka say, I'm one and a number. Oko Kumasi Trade, Echo Cartel Salt, similar. Oko Sama, Echo Cartel Salt, similar. Nothing is going on. Meanwhile, Fisika Abenyi Anya in 5 years, $400 billion. So there is no justification. There is no justification.
Okay.
It is necessary Ghana. Let's say Ghana food now. You say the minority for now is to save all of us. Almost 7 billion Ghana cedis from Momo and Kwan.
Okay. No, me say nkomo yi afa na ebo baba e be start to aso Monday.
But
me da say owura mote nkan eye lawyer Godwin Eduji Tamakloe to former president Mahama. Okay. Private legal practitioner. And I know atwetwe nkomo. Okay, 101.7 should impact.
OKFM 101.7.